saw on a student's paper, compared to what Chloe just showed us, and compared to what most of you did on your paper, I want you to think about how is this different than what Chloe just modeled or some of you did on your own paper. Think about it. Take a minute of private reasoning time, private think time. Think about it on your own, and then you're going to share with your neighbor real quickly. So take that minute, think about what's different about this than the way that Chloe just showed us. Okay, turn and talk to your neighbor real quickly, nothing too long, and then turn back around when you're done. Nice job. I heard a lot of good talking going on. Can someone share for me how Gabriel's symbols, which I originally saw here and the ones I modeled for you here, how did those symbols differ from the ones Chloe had shown? Caitlin.
Chloe put 315 minus 535. The beginning was 63 and the end. And Gabriel put 315 plus 1 hour and 15 minutes.
So the numbers are a little different. What number do we not see represented in this problem? 535, which was the what?
The end.
The end time. What does the 115 represent? What does the 115 represent? Adam.
The time she thought it took her to clean her room.
The time she thought it took her to clean the room. So when we get 4:30, how do we know whether we agree with her or not? Because the question says, do you agree that it took her an hour and 15 minutes? And most of you said no. How do we know with this representation that it took her longer or that it didn't take her just an hour and 15 minutes? How does this representation show that? Alex, what do you think?
Well, if it took an hour and 15 minutes, she just went to, if it took her an hour and 15 minutes, she would have stopped at 3:30.
She took an hour and 15 minutes. She would have stopped at what time?
4:30.
4:30. But what time did she actually stop at? What time did she actually stop at? Summer, what time did she actually stop at?
5:35.
5:35. So is that the same?
No.
No. Right? So all I wanted you to see is you could have solved it a different way and you still could have figured out the answer. Because 4:30 isn't even close to when she actually stopped. So you would say, no, I don't agree because it's not even close. Right? James, question.
I think Gabriel did that just to make sure that was it the right answer.
So maybe he did it as a check, so a secondary way to check his answer. Awesome. That's a great way to go back and check if you had done a subtraction the original way and then gone back and added them together. That would have been a great way to check your answer. Good. Now we're going to move on and look at the number line. You guys have gotten so good at using the number line to explain your thinking, and then I threw you for a little bit of a loop with this one. So we want to talk about some of our different ways of thinking. So again, I hope nobody erased what they did because I want us to be able to talk about a couple of different examples because I saw some great thinking going on. Different ways than I would have thought to solve it. So we're going to call a couple of our classmates up to share that. So first up, I would like to have Andrew come up and show us his number line. Okay, let's make it so we can see your timeline. So there's Andrew's timeline right in the middle there. Yes, I'll erase the timeline. And Andrew, I just want you to take us through your thinking. How you labeled your number line? How you use that to help you solve the problem?
I did 15 for like each.
Each what?
For each.
So you can show us up here or on your paper, whatever's easier.
Like, so I labeled it here that says that I did 15. Each of this much is just 15.
15 what?
15 minutes.
Minutes. So each of these humps is 15 minutes.
And then I labeled 3:15, 3:30, 3:45, all that. And then I looked, and I thought that 5:30 wasn't enough for 5:35. So I had to put a little hump to get 5:35 in there.
So you had to put a little hump. Why did you make the hump littler?
Because if I made it big like these, then people would think it would be 15.
It would be 15. And how much is it?
It's only 5.
It's only 5 minutes. Andrew, I have a question. So what does 3:15 represent?
3:15 represents the time that she started.
Time that she started. Okay, and where's the ending time? 5:35. So where on there, I don't see it here. I see it in some of your other visuals and in your words. Where on here could I see those 2 hours and 20 minutes? So where would the first hour be? On your number line.
The first hour would be in the middle at 4:15.
At 4:15. So is there a way we could label his number line to show that first hour? How can we label part of his number line to show that first hour? So we know as we're taking it. Do you have an idea? James, what do you think?
Oh, like make the line bigger or something.
What do you mean make the line bigger?
Like make it longer.
Oh, I see what you mean. So maybe here we have 3:15, 3:30, 3:45, 4 o'clock, 4:15. Come up here and show me, James. Well, that's 4 o'clock. He said 4:15. There you go. Okay, so make it more obvious. What if we, and then what could we label it?
1 hour.
1 hour. So this to this is that 1 hour, right? How about the second hour? Let's see, Andrew, why don't we have you come up here? Thank you, James, and see if we can label the second hour. Where would the second hour be? I think, let's see, 4:15. 3:15. Oh yeah, you're right. Must be 5:30. And then, where are our 20 minutes? Because now we have 2 hours, 1 hour there, 2 hours there. What do you notice here with our drawing? Take a minute and talk to your neighbor and see if you notice anything at the end of Andrew's drawing there. I think we got a little, we might have a couple too many bumps. Does anyone notice what might have happened towards the end of his, drawing? Talk to your neighbor and see if you can figure it out. Andrew.
The